if I told you your weed could be laced with synthetic heroin?
You can't trust where these pills are coming from or what is in them. Dealers are lacing everything. Coke, meth, even weed with fentanyl to get people addicted to opioids, and it only takes the tiniest dose, like the equivalent of a couple grains of sand, to kill you.
Well, there's actually no proof that dealers are doctoring up bags of marijuana regularly, but my character Callie is right to be a little paranoid. Here's why.
America's facing a drug epidemic unlike anything we've ever seen.
It kills more people than car crashes, HIV, and gun violence. That epidemic is the opioid crisis, which started in the early 90s and has only gotten worse.
So many people are dying from overdoses that our life expectancy has actually gone down.
You know the last time that happened? World War I. Yikes.
It all started when drug companies began pushing doctors to write prescriptions for extremely addictive painkillers. And prescribe they did, leaving scores of addicted patients to turn to the streets once their prescriptions ran out. And you better believe the streets were waiting for them. Demand for heroin and other opioids reached record highs.
But the thing about opioids, which originally come from poppy plants, is that they are very expensive to produce. So, to maximize profits, dealers had to get creative.
Enter fentanyl.
A man-made opioid up to 100 times more powerful than morphine.
Fentanyl is increasingly found in the blood of overdose victims. There's a dangerous trend of dealers lacing cocaine, heroin, and prescription pills with fentanyl and other man-made opioids because they're cheaper and more potent.
They figure selling smaller amounts of a cheaper product is a winning business strategy.
Except they're withholding some pretty important and life-ending information.
From 2013 to 2018, there was a 10-fold increase in deaths caused by synthetic opioids like fentanyl. And this is why Callie's so scared for her brother.
Musical legend Prince and rapper Mac Miller both died from overdosing on pills that were laced with fentanyl. And on Good Trouble, it seems like the same killer has taken the life of Judge Wilson's son, Tate.
Is that my son? I want to see my son.
And of course, it should go without saying that all drugs are dangerous. Don't do drugs.
That's like signing up for skydiving, but realizing as you jump that the parachute didn't come with. You're already taking a risk, but got way more than you bargained for.
You pass out and you stop breathing. It is not worth risking your life. You have to swear to me that you will not use anything.
I swear.
Now, before you go getting the wrong idea, here's the reality.
Illicit drug use among teens is actually lower than it's ever been.
And last year, overdose deaths dropped for the first time in nearly 30 years. It's just the drugs themselves that are getting more dangerous.
Want proof?
Even though overdose deaths went down overall, the number of deaths where fentanyl was involved is going up.
So what's the takeaway here? Drugs are bad? Just say no? Yeah, not exactly groundbreaking stuff. Listen, talking about the reality of addiction will never be easy, but losing a loved one will always be harder.
Which is why increasing access to life-saving medications, like naloxone, is so important. This is something that the FDA has been pretty vocal about.
Naloxone comes in a nasal spray and is extremely effective in reversing the effects of an overdose. It's available over the counter in many states. You just have to know to ask for it. We have to work together to start saving lives. Because the truth is, thousands of overdose deaths each year could have been prevented.
What do you think are some ways to address the ongoing crisis?
We want to hear your thoughts. Let us know in the comments below. Share this video to let people know about the dangers of opioids.